Hey guys, it's Newomaster and welcome back to another Redstone video. In this video, I'll be showing off this carry look everywhere adder that I have here. Now, I showed off a carry look everywhere adder a while ago, which is actually over there still with some serial hardware attached to it. But this one is much better. This one is 4 ticks. The last one was 6 ticks, so this one is 2 ticks faster. And this one is synchronized, just like the last one. That's kind of standard for a carry look everywhere adder to be. And then but the biggest bonus of this design is it's only 8 blocks long, and I'm going to explain a bit on why that's 8 blocks long in a bit. But first of all, let's actually just show that this is an adder that can add things. So let's add 3 plus 5 in binary. So we have 3. And then 5. And that should give us an output of 8, which it does right here. That's 8 in binary. If you don't know how to read binary, you probably shouldn't be watching this video. I've said that many times before. But yeah. Now basically, carry look everywhere addition is a form of addition, binary addition, that is optimized for Minecraft. It wouldn't work very well in real life, basically because this takes advantage of these instant diodes with the slab towers here. And in real life, diodes are not instant, and it would be terrible. But basically, carry look everywhere works by calculating every single possible carry at exactly the same time in parallel. So you get your generates, you get your propagates, and then you calculate everything at the same time. And the way this works is at the bottom of each of these power stacks here. This big part right here, the triangle bit, is the carry calculation. Basically, at the bottom of each of these power stacks, you have a NAND gate. So you have one right here, right here, right here for each bit. That generates a carry for that bit. So if I'm saying carry to a different bit, that's going to generate a carry. So if I carry from here, you'll say that this NAND gate right here is now off, and that generates a carry to the next bit. So if you come out here, you can see it is carrying to the second bit. Now, if I turn off this line right here, it will allow the carry to go forward, or propagate it. Now let's propagate it to the next bit. Now you can see that this is turned off, and it allows this carry to come through, and it'll also allow the carry before it to come through too, but there's no carry there, so obviously it wouldn't do anything. But yeah, that carries to the next bit. So now if we come about here, you can see it's now at the third bit, or the bit worth 4. And that's basically how the carry works. It calculates it all at the same time using these power stacks here. And then the carry is then just XNOR'd with the sum, which is generated with this XNOR here. It's kind of an interesting XNOR design. I'll explain that in a bit. But yeah, the last carry look everywhere design I made used XNORs for the propagate here. See, I have an XNOR gate, which is kind of sideways, that powers the propagate, and that's actually not necessary. That's how I got this adder to be 2 ticks faster. Now that's kind of standard in carry look everywhere adders nowadays, but I actually didn't know this for quite a while, and I was kind of curious as to how they got so fast, and then when I figured it out, it was actually kind of interesting. So basically, you don't need an XNOR gate or an XOR gate to properly calculate the propagate, because the only situation in where an XNOR gate would be needed is if you're carrying from a bit, and then the next bit you're also carrying, because then it would propagate the carry when it shouldn't be, right? Because maybe I'm carrying from here, but this one would also propagate it, right? But that doesn't really matter, because this is carrying anyways. So even if this propagates a carry, it's already generating a carry from that bit anyways, so it doesn't matter. I can just demonstrate here. Look at this output. And then if I break this here and turn that on, you can see it doesn't change anything with the output here. And the only place it would do anything otherwise is right here. As you see, that doesn't change anything at all. So that's the only situation in where an XNOR gate would be necessary, but obviously it's not, so you can just use a NOR gate. And what that allows you to do is remove 2 whole ticks, because then you can take the XNOR gate and make it in parallel to this, like I have here. This is a separate XNOR gate to that, and that allows you to make the adder 4 ticks. 2 ticks for the carry, 1, 2, and then 2 ticks for the second XNOR right here, 1, 3, 4. Or, if you're going through this way, 2 ticks for the sum, 1, 2, 2 tick XNOR, and then 2 ticks for the second XNOR, 1, 2. So that's, either way, it's 4 ticks. And then these repeaters here are here to make the XNOR gate synchronized. If that wasn't here, this operation would be faster than some of the other operations. Now, I'm going to go ahead and build a 4-bit version of this on camera just so you can see how it's made, because it is quite an interesting design, and I will also explain a bit more about how why I went with the techniques I did when I was making this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is create your carry lines like this. Basically, this is in a kind of like a diagonal shape. What this is going to do is basically the higher bits are going to have more places for carries to come in than the lower ones. For example, this first one only has the carry in, and then this next one has the carry in and the first generate, and etc. So this upper one here is the carry out, will have all the possible carries for this. Now, in a 4-bit carry look everywhere adder, there's 5 of these here, 4 for the actual carry and then 1 for the carry out. This one doesn't really matter as much. Well, it does for some things, but not as much as it doesn't matter for the actual output of the adder. And then what you want to do is you want to make your propagate lines here. Basically, these are your power stacks, which you will be using to propagate the carry. You'll have a NAND at the bottom, and then every time you propagate a carry, it will allow the signal to go 1 block higher, or 1 layer higher, using this. Just to show you for placement, there would be a torch right there, and then when this is turned off, and this is turned off, then allows the carry to go forward. But if that's still on, it doesn't go backwards down here. That's what the slabs are for. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and build this real fast. Alright, now that you have this, now you want to make your generates at the bottom of each of these carry stacks to generate your carry. Now to do that, you're going to make a NAND gate right at the bottom. I already have this sort of set up for it. Let's do this top one real quick here. So in this design, the NAND gate is set up like so. So these are the 2 inputs here. And then your inputs will go into that from the inputs. Well, yeah, duh. I built these as well. And then for the carry-in, I did something a little bit different for this one since the signal needed to reach for higher. But it doesn't really matter that much how the carry-in is set up. For 4-bit anyways, because it will reach just fine without any special modifications to it. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I think that'll work fine for now. Yes, okay. Now, next thing we want to do is create our propagate lines. Now, the propagate for each bit is going to be right next to the generate alongside the bits before it, like so. So instead of generating, I could propagate carry from the bit before. So basically, when these lines are off, that means that that bit is accepting carry from a previous bit. All right, we got that. Now, I think I'll start on the actual input part here. But how this works is basically for the propagating of the carries, you're going to use a NOR gate. I already explained that a bit earlier. So now to get a NOR gate to tile diagonally, it's kind of tricky. Here, I'll actually demonstrate what happens. You see how that kind of does that, and then you can't input from here. Well, how to fix that? It's actually really simple. You just slab and then block, and then there you go. That's the stagger. Or not really stagger, but yeah, you know what I mean. And then you just do that for all of them. Okay, so now that we have that, that's pretty much the easy part done. Now the harder part is actually getting these connected to the NAND gates and also the XNOR that's going to generate the sum. Now let's do the first of those. Actually, let's just connect the easiest one. The easiest one is going to be taking this one right here, and I'm going to use a few more blocks. I'm going to take that one underneath. So you see that's, now if I power this, see that the power is coming down from underneath and nothing's interfering. I'll do another one down here so you can see it. It's not interfering with anything. Blocks. And then it goes down. This is the beauty of diagonal staggers, or diagonal stacking. I keep calling it staggers for some reason. And then to get this to power to the NAND gate, we're going to use this torch right here for this first one since it's closer. All we have to do is that, and that'll go right into our NAND gate right here. So I'll just do that for all of them. Alright, so now we have the first of the inputs into the NAND gate. Now, let's take a little break from powering the NAND gate, since this second torch is much easier to power later on once we already have the sum XNOR made. Now, how are we going to make an XNOR gate with these? It seems kind of impossible. We have these kind of jumbled up inputs all over the place. Now, it's actually simpler than you might think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of this NAND gate here. I'm going to put a torch right here. This is going to become an AND gate. That's part of the XNOR gate. XNOR consists of an AND gate ORed with a NOR gate, if you don't know. So basically, OR this AND gate here with another NOR gate that's parallel to this one, and you'll get an XNOR. Now, this NAND gate, or this AND gate right here, is 2 ticks from the input. If I were to bring this over here and just put a torch right here, for example, if I were to do that, then this operation right here would be 1 tick, which is not synchronized. That would actually cause issues. That would be too fast. That's actually why I have repeaters over here. You can see this. So that's what I'm going to do. For the first one here, I'm going to take advantage of that repeater and bring it through this block. And then the other one is rather simple. I'm just going to have another repeater right here, and then a slab here, and I'm going to bring this down underneath. Now I can, what did I do? Did I just put a torch? One more. Now I can just bring this output here, put a torch right here, and or these together. And that's an XNOR gate right there. And now with this right here, right underneath, we can actually get that second input to the NAND gate that we were missing. We can just bring that right under here, and there we go. Now I'll do this for all of them, and then we'll continue. Alright, so now we have our sum right here. Each of these is their own XNOR, and we also have our carry right here, which is also complete. Let's just do a quick little test. Let's power both those inputs. So now we see we are carrying to the second bit, and we also have this sum, which is on, like it should be since it's an XNOR gate. Now if I power just one of these, you can see we're no longer carrying, and then this is off, which is brilliant. That's exactly how it should be. Now, for the last XNOR of this, I did something that I don't think I've seen anyone else do, which is rather interesting. Basically, there are many carry look everywhere adders where the last XNOR gate is like out here. Actually, it would actually be more like right here. Like I've seen many people like bring this out here and make their XNOR like right here. I mean, this is exaggerating it a lot, but that's basically what they do. They bring it back. Now, due to this design being so short, I actually was able to come up with a rather interesting design. Let's see, what did I do exactly? I did bring that out. Actually, I built this somewhat backwards. These torches need to be the other direction. I'll just fix that real quick. Alright, that was just so the length of the line matched up correctly. I knew something wasn't quite right. It was too far. Stupid mistake. Anyways, now I'm gonna show, this is the XNOR gate design right here for the second one. I have not seen someone make a carry look everywhere adder where the second XNOR gate is flush with the carry lines like this. But this is something I have personally haven't seen it. I'm not going to say that it hasn't been done before, but basically, for the second XNOR gate, we can make an AND gate right off the bat right here, and block that off. Is that what I did? It's not. This doesn't seem quite right. Okay. Oh yeah, that's just because of the carry-in that I did. Okay. And then up here, it's the same deal, I believe. Did I mess this up? Yeah, I messed this up slightly. Oh, derp. I'm stupid. It's actually right here. I'm a derp. Yeah, so basically, yeah, this is your AND gate for the XNOR. And why am I making a bunch of them? And then to get the NOR gate, you can just use repeaters. Like I said before, the repeaters are necessary anyways for it to be synchronized. Otherwise, it would be too fast in some situations. And there's our NOR, and then we can just bring the output of this AND gate right underneath here and OR them right out here. And that'll be our output of the adder. Now I'll just do that for all of them, and then I'll show you the finished product. Alright, so this 4-bit carry look everywhere adder is now complete. I can add some inputs. That would be right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here. And let's do a quick little test to see if it works. Let's do 3 plus 5 again, because that's an awesome operation to do to test adders. And as you can see, our answer is indeed 8, so this adder is working properly. Let's carry in just for the lulz. Now it's 9. Haha, amazing. So yes, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I demonstrated how to build this. I explained a little bit on why it's so fast compared to most. Well, not compared to most nowadays. Nowadays, pretty much all adders use this logic. But it was new to me when I designed this, and how it's so small using these XNOR gates that are flush with the carry, and how to create this compact parallel XNOR gate with the carries next to it. This troubles people a lot. There was one guy on the server, Snuggly Creeper. He basically I think he was having issues with this, and he made like 30 different designs or something and just couldn't figure it out. So this video is somewhat dedicated to you. So there you go. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you next time.